Hi guys, my name is Jamie. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me on my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the 9 brands that I want to try in 2019. This video is inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Samantha March, so I'm going to have her channel linked down below in the description box, as well as her video about the 9 brands that she wants to try in 2019. The first brand that I want to try is Dose of Colors. Dose of Colors is an indie brand and they're well known for their liquid lipstick formula and their eyeshadow palettes. They have these 5-pan eyeshadow palettes that come in a variety of color schemes. The one that I'm most interested in trying is the Marvelous Mauves. I think that's the one I would get the most use out of, so that's the one that I would naturally gravitate towards. During the 21 Days of Beauty sales at Ulta, they typically have the Dose of Color liquid lipsticks on sale. I think this year I'm going to try some. I'm going to go into stores, swatch out all the colors, and pick out the one that I like the best, and I plan on purchasing a few of them during the sale. The next brand that I want to try is Divina Cosmetics. Divina Cosmetics is another indie brand. They're known for their single eyeshadows. I'm really into single shadows lately because I like being able to pick out the colors that I want specifically instead of just buying an eyeshadow palette for 1 or 2 colors. And then you can rearrange them to find a palette that's inspiring to you, and they're just easy to keep curating. And you can make dupe palettes, and I just love single shadows. So I'm definitely interested in trying some of Divina's single shadows. I was on the website the other day and they also have some really cool duochrome highlighters. I think if I was going to pick up some shadows, I might throw a highlighter into my cart. Another brand that I want to try is Glossier. Glossier is known for that, no makeup, I woke up like this. If I was going to try any products from Glossier, I would try their cloud paints, their boy brow, and maybe a lid star. I would also be interested in trying some of their skincare, specifically the priming moisturizer and the jelly cleanser. Another brand that I want to try is Nabla Cosmetics. Nabla Cosmetics is an Italian brand and I think they're indie as well. They have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, with their most recent being the Poison Garden. I like the Poison Garden's color scheme, but I haven't 100% committed if I want to buy that one. I think I'm going to see what else they're going to release in 2019 if I want to buy an eyeshadow palette from them. I know Nabla is also well known for their single shadows. I think I would pick up a few single shadows and maybe one of their cream or powder highlights, but that's all going to depend on what kind of eyeshadow palette releases they have in the upcoming year. Another brand I want to try is Beauty Bakery. Everything about Beauty Bakery appeals to me, especially their aesthetic, with their whole cake face foundation, their blending eggs, the flour powder. It's just, they're so well themed and I just love it. They even came out with a new eyeshadow palette called Game of Cones, where everything's themed after Game of Thrones. Beauty Bakery is now sold in Ulta as of like October of 2018, so I feel like they're more accessible because I can use my Ulta points and coupons to purchase them. One of the products that I would try from Beauty Bakery are their Lip Whip liquid lipsticks. I always used to see them on Instagram and they'd have the video of people having lipstick swatches and they'd run them under the sink and rub them and you'd see how their lipsticks would stay perfectly intact. If I purchase something from Beauty Bakery, I'm definitely going to try a Lip Whip, and I would consider purchasing their blush palette or their flower setting powder. Another brand that I want to try is Catrice Cosmetics. I'm kind of surprised I haven't tried anything from Catrice because I've tried a lot from Essence, which I consider their sister brand. Catrice is really affordable and is found in Ulta. If I'm going to try anything from Catrice, I think it's going to be their liquid foundation. They recently expanded the shade range, so I think I'd be able to find one that matches me. They also have Satin Touch blushes, which I've heard good reviews about, and I'm becoming more into blushes, so I think I would pick that up as well. Another brand that I want to try is Persona Cosmetics. Persona Cosmetics is started by the YouTuber Sona, and her brand is also available at Ulta. The first product that she released was the Identity palette, which was formulated for brown eyes. It's your neutral palette with a twist, and it's a little more cool toned. She also came out with 3 liquid lipsticks in a nude, a pink, and a red, and more recently came out with her Color Theory eyeshadow palettes. I thought the Color Theory palettes were a really cool concept, but I have enough brown and pink, so I didn't pick them up. I'd like to see her expand on that collection and maybe make a blue, a purple, or a green, because I would pick any one of those up. If I don't find a Color Theory palette that appeals to me, I would consider picking up the Identity palette because I've always had my eye on that. Another brand that I want to try is Makeup Menagerie. Makeup Monsters recently rebranded and is now Menagerie Cosmetics. They came out with the Feral eyeshadow palette, which, although I thought the artwork was absolutely stunning, the color scheme inside wasn't something I gravitated towards. They have sneak peeked their next eyeshadow palette, which is called the Whale Song palette, and the artwork and just the idea of the concept just got me really excited. If the inside matches what I believe it's going to look like, I would definitely consider picking it up. I know Menagerie Cosmetics is planning on re-releasing their liquid lipsticks in 2019, so I'd like to try some of those because Makeup Monsters had some really unique colors. And the last brand that I want to try in 2019 is Blush Tribe. Blush Tribe is an indie brand and it's based out of the UK. I've heard a lot of YouTubers that I like talk about how much they like their eyeshadow palette formula. If I was going to pick up any of their eyeshadow palettes, I would pick up the Hasina 2, which is a green, blue, and purple themed palette. Blush Tribe also has loose pigments, and I'm trying to become more into loose pigments. I feel like they're a really cool way to take your look from day to night, and they're something I want to experiment more with this year. So those are the 9 brands that I plan on trying in 2019. What brands do you want to try this year? Have you tried any of the products from the brands that I've mentioned? If so, please leave them down below so I know what to pick up or what to avoid. I plan on posting 2 videos a week, so I hope to see you on my next one.